This is my friend Adam, who's got this wonderful camera. What's the camera, Adam?
Well, this is the Canon 5D. It's a digital still camera that also shoots video, so it's handy here at NAB. I don't want to be carrying multiple cameras around. It works very well as a still camera. It's a standard DSLR. I've got about a 2.5 to 3 to 1 zoom on it. Fits f4 maximum aperture. And in video mode, I turn it on with the live view, and it gives me this marvelous view, which is suitable for doing things. When I actually record, most of that stuff goes away like that. And when I'm actually shooting in video mode, I have this outrageously overpriced viewfinder that clips onto the back so that I can hold it up and use it as if it were a video camera, and am able to see the screen closely enough. It has a 3 times magnifier that I can see on this 480p screen that slight amount of aliasing on in-focus details that is the only clue that I'm possibly at all in focus.
We were having breakfast a moment ago, and you said that the last 2 episodes of Lost were shot on a camera exactly the same as this.
Well, that's what I'm told, both this and the 7D, which is a slightly smaller sensor version of the same camera. Rodney Charters, I believe it's the DP there, he likes 2 things. He likes portable handheld cameras, and he likes shallow depth of field. And with the large sensors, you get that shallow depth of field a lot more than with smaller sensors.
But how can Panasonic and all the other people who are producing huge expensive cameras, and Sony have got a 4K camera in the works, and there's the Red camera, how can they compete with this?
Well, they can compete by making video cameras. This is really a still camera with the video tacked on as an afterthought. It's not a very user-friendly camera from a videographer standpoint. Where the people like Sony and Panasonic and what have you can really win is making a camera that's optimized for shooting video, not a still camera with video tacked on as an afterthought.
Over breakfast I said to you, if you had 50 million to make a feature film, and you're the DP, which camera would you use?
Well, am I shooting today, or am I shooting in 9 months?
Sometime in the next year.
Well, it all depends. I mean, do I need mobility? Do I need super small portability? Do I need ultimate image quality? You know, there is no one camera that does everything. I have to pick the right tool for the job at hand.
What do you think of the new Arri camera?
I like it a lot. Both the new Arri Alexa and the Aton Digital Penelope are very attractive cameras. They're out of my price range, but they're very nice cameras.
What about Red? Did you go to any kind of Red meeting here?
I haven't gone to any sort of Red meeting here. There's a big one Wednesday night. We actually have 3 Reds in our studio, which we bought a couple of years ago and took delivery of a year ago. We're using them in production. They're very nice for the price. They're not perfect.
Las Vegas Convention Center.
Be quiet.
My station's content is...
I want to talk to my friend. Adam, why don't Sony... Oh no!
Oh yes.
Oh, it's gone dark again on me.
Yeah, we'll get out and we can do something more stably out there.
So, why don't Sony have a 4K camera when they've got all that technology?
This monorail continues southbound.
They don't stop talking, do they? Come on, let's go.
No, they don't stop talking for a minute. Well, Sony and the other major manufacturers are caught flat-footed by Red and by the success of this camera. Canon themselves say that they were surprised at the response they had from filmmakers. They only expected this to be a camera for Associated Press people to capture small video clips. Zeiss used to think the total market for master primes is something like 500 sets in the world. But there's been this great groundswell of appreciation for large format sensors and for super high resolution photography, mostly because the technology is now becoming practical, whereas before it was completely impractical to capture 4K in any sort of decent fashion on a portable system. So a lot of the more inertia-bound manufacturers like Sony are playing catch-up.
I mean, they're obviously working on a 4K, aren't they?
Absolutely, yes. They were talking about it at the HPA Tech Retreat in February in Palm Springs.